Hello, welcome back to the channel once more. I still remain your humble host, Don Bogey Don, and welcome to Sports with Don Bogey Don. Welcome you to this wonderful episode, and today we are going to be doing a review on the UEFA Champions League draws and also a detailed analyzed results on the preview of games to come, the eight fixtures for each of the 32 teams to come. We are going to do a detailed preview of it to come and also a review of the draws and what we have seen so far. Oh my god, I will really say that this should be the greatest UEFA Champions League draw ever. It's as if that UEFA really know what the fans wanted. They just gave the fans what they really wanted. Because I see a lot of matches. I will expose a lot of hidden matches that most of us didn't really take note of. Of course, the Barcelona, Chelsea, Liverpool, Real Madrid, uh, Chelsea, Bayern Munich, a lot of things happening, and when we get into this, we will really know that UEFA took his time, listened to the fans, and brought us this wonderful masterclass of a draw. Like, oh god, UEFA, thank you for this. Thank you for this. It's not as if I'm trying to indict UEFA, suffering president and everything, but I will say that UEFA really knows what goes on when these draws are done. It's not the computer alone. UEFA know how they are putting one together because it answers a lot of questions. A lot of players are going back to their former clubs. In these fixtures, when we get into it, you see a lot of players are going back to play against their former teams. A lot of clubs have a lot of differences to settle. Welcome to the Champions League review of draws and the preview of matches to come. So without wasting much of your time, let's talk about this. Like you all know, this is a new format of the UEFA Champions League. The first of its kind was played last season. We are having the second edition this time around. Like you all know, every team has 8 games to play in the league phase. You have 8 games to play, 4 games away and 4 games at home. The usual group stage of play me, I play you, play me, I play you is over. This is a new one. So after the league phase, the first 8 qualifies automatically. Yes, like I said. So after that, the next 16 teams will qualify for a playoff. They will qualify for a playoff. Then the remaining eight teams will now drop off. They will drop off. And that's it for this format. After that, we'll go to the knockout stages starting from the round of 16. The first 8 teams that qualify will go to the round of 16 straight, and normal round of 16 of home and away legs being played. Remember, there is nothing like away goes rule again. So if it doesn't work after draws from each leg, we go to penalties. So that is it for this format, and let's go into the draws proper. So I will call the 32 teams that we are drawn. In pot 1, we have PSG, Real Madrid, Manchester City, Bayern, Liverpool, Inter Milan, Chelsea, Borussia Dortmund, and Barcelona. In pot 2, Arsenal, Bayern Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid, Benfica, Atlanta, Villarreal, Juventus, Frankfurt Eintracht, and Club Brugge. In pot 3, Tottenham Hotspur, PSV, Ajax, Napoli, Sporting, Olympiacos, Slavia Prague, Bodo Glimt, Marseille. In pot 4, Copenhagen, Monaco, Galatasaray, Union SG, Karabag, Atletico Bilbao Athletic Club, Newcastle, Pafos and Kite Almaty. Kite Almaty. So these last two, it's great to see them. Let's see what they can do in the Champions League. Maybe they will be the new sheriff. Nobody knows. Like the last time we had sheriff in the Champions League, we saw how good they were. That was in the old format, by the way, where they performed against Real Madrid in that group stage game. Unforgettable days and memories. So from there, let's talk about the draws and how the teams will meet themselves. So for PSG, for pot one, let's talk pot one teams, and maybe time will not permit us to talk about other teams. Maybe after pot one teams, we might look at the other big teams and who they are going to play. So from pot one, PSG got drawn with Bayer Leverkusen at home, Barcelona away, Atlanta at home, Bayern Munich at home, Bayer Leverkusen away, sorry, Tottenham at home, Sporting away, Newcastle at home, and Athletic Club away. Real Madrid got drawn with Manchester City at home, Liverpool away, Juventus at home, Benfica away, Marseille at home, Olympiacos away, Monaco at home, Kyle Almaty away. Manchester City got drawn with Dortmund, Borussia at home, Real Madrid away, Leverkusen at home, Villarreal away, Napoli at home, Bodo Glimt away, Galatasaray at home, Monaco away. Bayern Munich got drawn with Chelsea at home, Paris away, Club Brugge at home, Arsenal away, Sporting at home, PSV away, Union SG at home, Pafos away. Liverpool got drawn with Real Madrid at home, Inter Milan away, Atletico Madrid at home, Eintracht Frankfurt away, PSV at home, Marseille away, Karabag at home, Galatasaray away. Inter Milan drawn, Liverpool at home, Dortmund away, Arsenal at home, Athletic away, Slavia Prague at home, Ajax away, Kyle Almaty at home, Union SG away. Chelsea got drawn with Barcelona at home, Bayern away, Benfica at home, Atlanta away, Ajax at home, Napoli away, Pafos at home, Karabag away. Borussia Dortmund got drawn with Inter at home, Man City away, Villarreal at home, Juventus away, Bodo Glimt at home, Tottenham away, Athletic Club at home, Copenhagen away. Barcelona got drawn with PSG at home, Chelsea away, Eintracht at home, Club Brugge away, Olympiacos at home, Slavia Prague away, Copenhagen at home, Newcastle away. Then let's pick some exceptional teams from the other pot. Arsenal from pot 2 got drawn with Bayern at home, Inter away, Atletico Madrid at home, Club Brugge away, Olympiacos at home, Slavia Prague away, Kyle Almaty at home, Atleti away. Then what club is of interest to us again? Talking about our brother Victor Osimhen, Galatasaray got drawn with Liverpool at home, Man City away, Atleti at home, Frankfurt away, Bodo at home, Ajax away, Union SG at home, and Monaco away. So let's see if we can pick one more. One more. Who is the lucky team? Should we talk about Tottenham or Juventus? Maybe I will post the other teams. Like you can see the draws up there. Look at the draws. So run through it and see the team. So from there, we'll pick out the teams, the fixtures to watch out. For. Like we all know, UEFA just dropped the fixtures of all the teams. So Match day 1 will be kicking off on Tuesday. November 20. Sorry, match day 1 kicking off on Tuesday. September 16th. And this league phase will be ending on January 28th, 2026. So that is it for the group games. Let me see if I can get the fixture dates for you guys. For the fixture dates. Okay. Match day 1 will be from Tuesday 16th of September through to 18th of September. Match day 2 will be on 30th of September and October 1, 2025. Match day 3 will be on the 21st and 22nd of October. Match day 4 will be on November 4th and 5th. Match day 5 will be on November 25th and 26th. Match day 6 will be on December 9 and 10. Match day 7 will be on January 20th and 21st. And the final of the league phase will be on March 8th, the 8th, on January 28th. So, like you all see here, match day 1 will be played Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So for the other dates, it will now revert back to the normal Tuesday and Wednesdays, except the last day, which is the last day, match day 8, which will be played on a Wednesday on January 28th, 2026. So from there, we'll move to the exceptional matches to watch out for in this UEFA Champions League. Starting off with the Barcelona versus. Okay, before we go into that, let me give you the fixtures for match day 1. So, fixtures for match day 1 on September 16, on a Tuesday, September 16, for the 6:45 kickoff games, we have Athletic Club versus Arsenal, PSV Eindhoven versus Union SG. Then for the normal 9 o'clock games will be Juventus versus Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid versus Olympique Marseille, Benfica versus Karabakh, and Tottenham versus Villarreal. Then on Wednesday, the 6:45 games will be Olympiacos versus Pafos, Slavia Prague versus Bodo Glimt. Then the 9 o'clock games, Ajax versus Inter Milan, Bayern Munich versus Chelsea, a game to watch out for. Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid, another game to watch out for. PSG versus Atlanta SBC. Then on the Thursday, the 6:45 games will be Club Brugge versus AS Monaco, FC Copenhagen versus Bayer Leverkusen. Then the 9 o'clock games, Eintracht versus Galatasaray, Manchester City versus Napoli, another game to watch out for. I will tell you why Manchester City versus Napoli is a game to watch out for. Why waste time? The KDB derby. Okay. Newcastle United versus FC Barcelona, another game to watch out for. Sporting versus Kairat Almaty. So that is it for match day 1. Like you can see, match day 2, match day 3, and the other days are there. You can pick it up. So from there, we'll go to the exceptional matches to look out for in this fixture. So I will start with the Barcelona versus the PSG game. Match day 2. This match comes up in the match day 2. Match day 2. Barcelona versus PSG. It will be played on Wednesday, October 1, 2025. Barcelona versus PSG. That is one game everybody wanted to see last season. The Champions League of last season. Everybody was hoping for this game to be the final. Barcelona versus PSG, Pedri versus Vitinha, a lot of comparison. Due versus Lamine Yamal, a lot came up last season. So we finally have that time, the opportunity to watch this game. So it will be coming up on October. It will be coming up on October 1, 2025, which is the match day 2. So a game to watch out for in match day 2. Barcelona against PSG at the Camp Nou, the Spotify Camp Nou. So another game to watch out for is a match day 5. Match day 5. An exceptional game in match day 5. PSG versus Tottenham. PSG versus Tottenham. We will be watching the should I call it the return leg or the part 2 of what happened in the Super Cup. The part 2 of what we witnessed in the UEFA Super Cup. We saw how it went. Spurs going up 2 goals, then he being hit again 2-2, and we went to penalty. So this time around, we'll be watching out for this game again, which is PSG versus Tottenham, the part 2 of that game. It will be played on match day 5, which is on November 26th, 2025. So watch out for this game on Wednesday, November 26, 2025, the part 2 of the UEFA Super Cup. Then from there, we go to match day 6. An exceptional game is waiting for us in match day 6. Match day 6. Real Madrid versus Manchester City. Real Madrid on Wednesday, 10th December 2025. Real Madrid versus Manchester City. Like this fixture, UEFA, we are begging you, we are tired of this fixture. In the last 7 seasons, we have seen these fixtures being played 6 times, or should I say, in the last 6 seasons, we have seen this fixture being played 5 times. Be it in the semi-finals, be it in the quarterfinals, be it in the round of 16, which we just witnessed, be it in the qualifiers we just witnessed, be it in the group stage. UEFA, please, we are tired of this fixture. Real Madrid versus Man City, we are tired. Please give us another story. We have seen this story over and over and over again. I know the first time we witnessed this, the Rodrigo, the Mudrich, the Kai Walkers, the Carvajal, the first time we witnessed it, it was marvelous. But now we are getting tired of this particular fixture. UEFA, please, we are tired. Give us another story. We really want to hear another story. Then from there, we go to game week 4. An exceptional fixture in game week 4. In game week 4, it is Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Liverpool versus Real Madrid, another fixture which we are getting tired of. We have seen this fixture twice or 3 times in the finals. You have seen it 3 times in the finals. Madrid overcoming Liverpool all the time. We have also seen it come up in the group stages. We saw it last season. And this time again, it's coming up again. UEFA, please change the story. But the significant thing in this is that, like I said earlier, UEFA really knows what is going on in these draws. Because you can't tell me that with the way Trent Alexander-Arnold left, that story has finished. It has not finished. It will be finished at Anfield when Real Madrid travel with Arnold to Anfield. That story has not finished. We will see the end of that story on match day 4 when Liverpool take on Real Madrid. It will be played on a Tuesday, the 4th of November, 3 days after my birthday, by the way, November 1st. So it will be played on November 4th at Anfield, Trent Alexander-Arnold derby. And also, Anfield will be welcoming the man, the legend himself, Xavi Alonso. who like we played him last time around. We played him last time around with Bayern Leverkusen, and it was not a joyful welcome for him. So let's see what he does with Real Madrid when he come over to Anfield again. He came there last season and was disgraced together with his Leverkusen boys. So let's see what happens when he comes over with Arnold and Co. So that's one fixture again. Moving on to match day one. Like I talked about this match day one earlier. Manchester City versus Napoli happening on Thursday, 18th September 2025. A derby to watch out for. The Kelvin De Bruyne derby. UEFA, UEFA, UEFA. You people know what you are doing. You know what you are doing. KDB left Manchester City this summer transfer window, and finally he is coming back to Manchester City. And you tell me all these are coincidence? They are not coincidence. These are stories written. When people say that football is a script that you act, maybe UEFA are telling us that, hey, this thing is really a script that you act. Because how is KDB coming back to Manchester City? Nobody would have seen that. How? UEFA, how? KDB is coming back to Manchester City with Napoli. An exceptional game to watch out for, and to see how Man City fans will receive their legend, because in all ramifications, KDB is a legend of Manchester City. So from there, we'll look at one game that is being talked about: Bayern versus Chelsea. Still a match day one. What a way! What a way to start! What a way to start match day one. Bayern versus Chelsea. The unfinished story of the Munich final in 2012. That story has never ended. The DJ Drogba nightmare. It has never ended. Maybe UEFA is still trying to write one or two things with this story. And come to think of it, Chelsea are going back to the Allianz Arena once more, where they picked their first ever UEFA Champions League trophy. How come Chelsea is going back to the Allianz Arena? UEFA, how come Chelsea is going back to the Allianz Arena? So another fixture to watch out for, which will be happening on a Thursday, 17th September, being a Wednesday in match day one. Real Bayern Munich versus Chelsea. From there, we'll go to match day 4. Another fixture to look out for in match day 4, which is another final story, which is being rewritten by UEFA. Another final story. Match day 4. PSG versus Bayern Munich. PSG versus Bayern. Remember the COVID final. The COVID final where Kingsley Coman broke the hearts of PSG, Neymar and Mbappe. Finally, we are having another story on match day 4, which is on Tuesday, 4th November. Also, on Tuesday, 4th November, a match to watch out for. Another story, another revenge story being written by UEFA this time around. Then Bayern versus Arsenal on the 5th, on match day 5, sorry. Match day 5. The Arsenal versus Bayern at the Emirates. Another story, UEFA, another story. I remember back in the days when Arsenal were the whipping boys for Bayern. No matter how Bayern are bad, no matter how bad Bayern are every season, once they meet Arsenal, they certainly are going to beat Arsenal. And once again, we are having that story once more, the Arsenal Bayern story. It has not ended. UEFA has opened another chapter, another game to watch out for. Bayern versus Arsenal. From there, we'll go to this fixture. A fixture that Liverpool fans will be willing and happy, more than happy to have. More than happy to play, and it is coming at a right place. Liverpool versus Atletico Madrid. There is no other way to settle this than this. There is no other way to settle this than with this. The last Champions League game Liverpool played at Anfield before COVID was this game. And it was a game that most Liverpool fans held dear to themselves, because it was a game that was supposed to give fans a lot of joy before the COVID lockdown. Unfortunately, they lost the game to Atletico in a bizarre form and manner in which they lost. It was a bizarre form and manner in which they lost that game. And since then, some fans have been carrying that bitter memory of what happened at Anfield up until now. And 5 years after, or should I say 6 years after, UEFA has given us this game again. And where else than to be at Anfield? UEFA. Where else than at Anfield? So, Atletico Madrid are coming over to Anfield. What a way to start the UEFA Champions League for Liverpool. They will be taking on Atletico Madrid, which will be on the 17th of September on a Wednesday. So many fans will be hoping to heal from what Atletico did to them before the COVID lockdown. So from there, we will look at the Hugo Ekitike Derby. I call it Hugo Ekitike Derby, which is coming up on March day 3. It will see Liverpool going to Eintracht Frankfurt. UEFA, what is going on? Hugo Ekitike is going back to his parent club, just like KDB is going back to Manchester City. So, another game to watch out for. Mostly for Liverpool fans, to see what Hugo can do, to see what he was going to do at his former club. So the game is coming up on Wednesday, 22nd October 2025. Liverpool going to Eintracht Frankfurt. Then there we'll move to match day 7. Match day 7, where we have an incomplete story from last season. They met 3 times. An incomplete story from last season. It is the story of Inter Milan and Arsenal. The story of Inter Milan and Arsenal at San Siro. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal and Inter Milan are meeting again. Remember how the first leg went in the group stages, the league phase, last season, when Inter bamboozled Arsenal. Again, we are having this fixture, but the exception is that the former coach of Inter, Inzaghi, is not around, and now Arsenal are fortified with their new man leading the attack in Gyökeres and Eberechies and all whatnot. So an interesting fixture to watch from match day 7, which will be coming up on Tuesday, 20th January 2026. From there, we'll look at this particular game, week 5. I will defy it. It will be my last talking point. It is the game that every Chelsea fan wants to see. A game that every Chelsea fans want to see. But I will defy it. I will talk about Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal. The Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal happening in game week 3. It will happen in game week 3. Game week 3. Arsenal. Taking on Atletico Madrid, coming up on Tuesday, 21st October 2025. Then looking at Barcelona versus Newcastle. Barcelona versus Newcastle. I think that's a match to look out for. It's a big match to look out for. Many people might underestimate this game, but Barcelona on last day, match day 8, Barcelona on match day 8, going back, going back to sorry, sorry. Sorry, Barca versus Newcastle is in match day 1. Is in match day 1. It's actually Newcastle at home at St. James Park playing Barcelona. It's a game that most people don't really see how Newcastle, because I believe that Newcastle coming back to the Champions League will want to make a statement with this game. With this game. So I really, really, really see Newcastle disturbing Barcelona in this game. They will really give Barcelona a tough time in this game. So back to the game I wanted to talk about. The most wanted game by all Chelsea fans around the world. It will come up in game week 5. It's coming up in game week 5. Game week 5. On a Tuesday, the 25th of November 2025. It will be at the Stamford Bridge. Chelsea taking on Barcelona. A story from the year 2009, I believe 2009. A story that we have not seen the last of. UEFA decided to come up and rewrite that story. The script is there, but I hope and I pray that this team will give us that game we have been waiting for, that game we have been calling for. Chelsea versus Barcelona. So I'm talking about Chelsea. Looking at the draws for Chelsea, I think Chelsea really have the toughest of all the draws made from all the teams in Pot 1. Because looking at Chelsea, they have Barcelona, they have Bayern Munich, they have Benfica, they have Atlanta, they have Ajax, they have Napoli, Pafos, and Karabag. Barcelona on their own are the champions of their league. Bayern champions of their league. Napoli champions of their league. Benfica may not be champions of their league, but when you talk about Portuguese team on the FIFA ranking, Benfica is number 1. Sorry, on the UEFA ranking, club ranking, Benfica is number 1 from Portugal. They are number 1 from Portugal. Ajax might not be number 1 with the likes of Feyenoord and co, but Ajax in the Champions League is a no-brainer. You can't push them aside. Then Pafos coming all the way, Karabakh coming all the way. Chelsea are world champions, and they are going to prove to us that they are world champions. This is where their title defense starts from. Let's see what the world champions can give us. So from there, I will drop my predictions of who will be finishing top 8. For the top 8, I believe that Liverpool, Barcelona, PSG, Arsenal, Bayern, Real Madrid will all be finishing in the top 8. Then my concerns and the team I had to use to make it up are Tottenham and Manchester City. I don't know what is really wrong with Pep Guardiola. Will Manchester City beat Dortmund? Will they beat Real Madrid? Will they beat Napoli? Will they beat Leverkusen? Will they beat Villarreal? That is a big concern. But the likes of Bordeaux, Galatasaray, and Monaco, super teams also. But I believe that with what Pep has, he's going to beat these guys. But the other teams, will he be able to beat them? That's where I have my exceptions. For Tottenham, They have with Thomas Frank and the players he has. I think he should be able to beat Slavia Prague, Bodo Glimt, Copenhagen, maybe get decent results against Villarreal and Monaco. But the likes of Dortmund, PSG will be a very big hit for them. But Tottenham should be able to get themselves through the line. Then for the bottom eight, the other 16, I can't really name them. They should find a way to put themselves there. But the teams I feel that will drop out from this league phase are Kairat. I don't see Kairat going through when you have the likes of Real Madrid, Inter Milan, Club Brugge, Arsenal, Olympiacos, Sporting, Pafos, and Copenhagen in your group. I don't see you going through. Then talking about Pafos, Bayern, Chelsea, Villarreal, Juventus, Slavia Prague, Olympiacos, Monaco, Kairat. I don't see them finishing above the bottom eight. They are going to be there. Then Karabag. Karabag is another team. Chelsea, Liverpool, Frankfurt, Benfica, Ajax, Napoli, Copenhagen, Atleti. I don't see them surviving that. Union SG has Inter, Bayern, Atlanta, Atletico Madrid, Marseille, PSV, Newcastle, Galatasaray. I think out of the people that will finish the bottom eight, I think they have the strongest group. Then another is Bodo Glimt. Bodo Glimt from Portray, Man City, Borussia Dortmund, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Tottenham, Slavia Prague, Monaco, and Galatasaray. I don't see them surviving. Slavia Prague from Portray, Barca, Barcelona, Inter, Arsenal, Atlanta, Bodo Glimt, Tottenham, Atleti, and Pafos. Copenhagen in Port 4, Borussia, Barca, Leverkusen, Villarreal, Napoli, Tottenham, Kaifat, and Karabag. Then Olympiacos has Real Madrid, Barcelona, Leverkusen, Arsenal, PSV, Ajax, Pafos, and Kairat. So these are my bottom eight, and I don't think they are going to survive. Those are my bottom eight. And thank you, UEFA. Like I said, this has to be the greatest draws we have seen from UEFA. So give me your thoughts on what you think about the UEFA draws and what you make of all these fixtures and who you see winning it at the end of the day. I still remain your humble host and presenter, Dom Bogidon. Keep joining us on Sports with Dom Bogidon. Here, don't forget to like and to subscribe to this channel. We'll bring you amazing content and amazing sports updates. So, catch you again when next we see. Thank you and bye-bye.